Hello and welcome back to more Foremost Servitor of Jagannath in EU4. This is the main team, of course. If you found this, you probably are aware of that. And when we left off, it was pretty late last night. We had 343 provinces and 1,075 tax. So we've got some ground to cover for certain. We do see most of this stuff now. Ooh, Cusco looks like they're colonizing a bit. It could be useful to us. Most likely, though, this is going to be CN trashed into Hindu. And I believe the best approach for this is to take a whole bunch of provinces at once, including Tropical Wood, all of them. Like, all of them in a colonial region in one go, if possible, and contiguous if possible. So we'll probably need Administrative 26 for it. And just take all that and drop cores on it, because that way my CN will not glitch out and refuse to core and cause me grief. So, yeah, I'll have to reload a lot to get them to convert the provinces, but they won't be Sunni. They'll have 5% or 7% conversion strength. They'll be fine there. I just need to get them the cores. And that overseas stuff isn't too expensive, so that can be handled. As for Oceania, I'm going to cry myself to sleep. That's my strategy there. And Africa will be pretty close to soon. The Ottomans are next, so off we go. I have pondered the notion of going for 1,001 in this. I am relatively certain it's possible to get from this position. My only issue with it is that I really want to make sure I get the achievement I intended to pursue from the start. But absent that, it would not be a bad extra pickup if I can get it. If I can get it. We'll see. So, we got some claims to fabricate. We are still up on the Ottomans. I do believe, as of when we stopped, navies in transit. Yes, they have my assault stack. And then I still have some guys down here that would be pretty helpful to have in the Ottoman fight, just in case. So I'll ship them over as well. Yeah, these guys are already going where I wanted them to go. I'll just join up like that relatively early in the war. Are there any useful allies to be had? In other words, do the Ottomans have any significant enemies? I think I checked this last time as well, and the answer is not really. Great Britain is clearly willing to land some junk, but they don't really seem too eager, because I can't rival the Ottomans any longer. They don't seem too keen on allying me. Interestingly, Austria will do it. But I feel like this is not actually going to speed up my progress. As anything France lost previously, they seem to have been making up for by stomping on the Holy Roman Empire. Lovely. And Iraq, are you still? Yeah, they're still military tech 21. We just finished a core, so we're a little bit better here. How are we doing in rebels? You're going to get smacked by Persian patriots. Ooh, this is actually quite a lot. And specifically Kedah is higher than the others. Is that because I'm converting it? It is! Okay. So once we get the overextension down, this will come under, and it won't be a problem anymore. But for right now, I have some touchy-feely stuff going on here. Another thing, economy charts. We are going to check cultures again. Persian is 5.1, Bengali, Persian is 4.9, Bengali 5.1. I don't think there's anything larger in my empire than Bengali. This Jarkandi thing looks awkward. That's not how you do a pie chart game. The 0.2% is smaller than the others. But I know Jarkand is not very large, so I trust the number more than the display in this regard. And Aria is really tiny, so we can do a culture drift soon. But first, I'll just get rid of that. How am I doing on idea progression? That's really the one downside to this strat. I got a lot of early game expansion. My position here is great, except for my ideas, and they are not so great. So for now, we're re-electing this, focusing admin. When we are a little bit better off there, we're caught up, I will probably switch over to Diplo for a little while. Hopefully these guys don't teleport siege me again. For now, Persia is enjoying the show rather than me, which I'm fine with. Could still use some claims on you? No, I am done with claiming you for now. So, we'll just throw some claims. You can never have too many claims. So yeah, now it's just a matter of waiting for my troops to get over, because I believe the Ottomans are no longer in truce with me. Yeah, and I need to hit them before they finish off Armenia and coalition me, because then I would have to fight them alongside Oirat. And while I probably can, Oirat's not that strong, it would be very obnoxious. So let's try to avoid that particular outcome. But that does require my ships to sail. And where are they? Okay, they are in the Bengal area. Oh, or Orissa could just leave the coalition. I don't quite grasp the logic in that. They have 70 aggressive expansion. If you guys know, let me know. Because my interpretation of the AE rules is that they would go for me. Ooh, excuse me. But seriously, that's really odd. And I see that a lot because I pick up coalitions a lot. And so it's not like a super rare one-off thing. I see that, well, not all the time, but often enough. And I am curious, what prompts the AI to do that? To just arbitrarily leave a coalition when they have huge AE against you? Because the join threshold is, like, much lower. I think they can technically join to, like, 15, but you see it a lot at 30+ if they don't hate anybody else and they're not at war, and you know, all the other rules are consistent. Anyway, our ruler is still only 46. We shall re-elect him gladly. Get some more monarch points. The ability to do this with some consistency is what makes me really love republics over monarchies. I mean, it's not perfect consistency, of course, but you get some consistency. Oh yeah, I can't core that at all yet. We are coring Natal, and it might be helpful because I have good progression on Portuguese Patriots already, don't I? No, it's due in 4.3 years, but it would still be helpful to have something down here just in case to deal with it. But it would also help you helpful to have, you know, units that can fight the Ottomans just in case. So okay, you are the weaker of my two stacks. So I will bring you along. Can I fight the Ottomans with just this? Let's take a look at the Ottoman forces. It's pushing my luck. Oh no, I have another 50. Okay, we'll be fine then. We'll be fine. You guys simply go here and there and stop giving each other attrition. So yeah, I run these guys up. I have a 50 stack basically waiting, and we are set. No longer have Conquest CB on Kamer, but I want to keep a diplomat free to declare, so I'm not going to do that just yet. Okay, how does Armenia have an occupation? Are they just like siege counter siege, I guess? And of course they have re-allied Tunis. They have allied the Golden Horde, which is still nomad. And very backwards. And they are allied with Bukhara, which the only reason Bukhara bothers me at all, I don't know, I guess I could reach them. I would love to full annex release them actually, because they are Uzbek culture. And that is in the Altaic group if I'm not mistaken. And so that means anything of Oirats they could convert. Let's confirm. Yes, Uzbek is the Altaic group. So all of this. I was also considering just feeding Mongolia, who takes Humanist, and so they wouldn't revolt, but I would like to get it all nice and Hindu. Although Mongolia probably could do it with a movement support. It would just take an eternity, and that is not something we have, I don't believe. Could be mistaken. Ah! Whatever. Money at this point is increasingly less of an object. Am I at my force limit too? No, but I'm not that far off my force limit either. Oh, well. Okay, I knew I was due for this. I guess I'll just, I'll take my better general along for the ride here. And we'll just clean this out now rather than when we go in on the Ottomans. That was surprisingly painless. Is that really all you're working with there, Ottomans? I mean, they'll beat Armenia if I leave them alone, but... Oh, I'm coring that. That's right. This is the one that got teleport nailed by the rebels. Well... Yeah, it's about expected. So, you go over there. And it is almost time for a beatdown. And I can holy war the Ottomans because of my bordering province. So, we're going to go down to speed 3. We shall... Ooh, I can bring in Morocco this time. Quite handy. And man, look at all this reconquest potential. No, you do not want to use colonialism. It's one of the worst CBs in the game. Do you have any other useful allies? Timbuktu. Here, Tech 19, 22, 22. The thing is, like, I almost wouldn't care about giving Morocco some of Tunis's stuff. In fact, if I can, I'll just give them, like, one province. It's fine. They are showing me loyalty. I can reward their loyalty for now. Okay, so the basic strategy here is not going to be very different from previously. We are going to be running assault strats with mercenaries and fighting anything the Ottomans send at us in the way of doom stacks, which last war was nothing with our regulars. And you can actually start an assault before you get reinforcements and then bring in the reinforcements. So that's pretty nice to do. And yeah, we'll see how quickly they react. Although, since they do have a fairly small-ish force here, I'm going to fish a little bit for their units, because there's really no harm in picking off their forces. If the game will let me do it, I'll do it. I'll take that advantage. Oh man, Iraq's, they're not screwing around. Unfortunately, I will take heavy attrition if I do that. So, we'll just let them go. Then yeah, Tunis is going to be distracted quite heavily by Morocco, who was beating them. So, Morocco's turning out to be a respectable ally, at least. Honestly, better than I was thinking I could get. And I get attritioned anyway by Iraq running back on top of me. Can I get these guys? Yeah. And even though I'm attacking them into mountains, it's not very difficult to get a win there. And ooh, they are training guys like crazy. Okay. For this, I'm going to push up, because they are probably going to try and consolidate this stuff with... oh yeah, there we go. With a stack like that one. So the idea here is to cut them off and engage that stack before they get the reinforcements. And that stack is apparently not too interested in my 80 stack. I will bring my own reinforcements in case I need them. Because remember, the Ottomans are markedly closer to me in technology than my previous wars. And their troop quality is also superior to my own in terms of ideas and what have you. I do have a major prestige advantage, almost certainly also have an army tradition advantage because, well, yeah, the Ottomans haven't been just perma-warring like I have, so, okay, their stack is down there. I'm going to try and cut that out. Go ahead and assault. Yeah, we can trap them. And they are forced marching on me there. Most unpleasant. April 30th, May 6th. I can actually get them to stop by doing this. Dawn on May 6th. Or at least if they're not completely out of their mind, they will stop. Because they will be punished to... Yeah, okay. May 12th, May 13th. We're also not going to allow that. And now we do a dog pile. And this is not even a defensive terrain province. So we're going to get a taste of fighting them closer to parity. Why not? We can watch the battle. Yeah, they're not getting anywhere now. And that will be a late reinforced. But I do start flanking them. I do have enough cavalry to flank them. Neither of us have perfect regiment strength, or at least I don't, but whatever. Okay, so they have a 10% discipline advantage, so they are up in military tactics, but I am up in morale. And I'll just slow this down to show this off. Yeah, the whole getting flanked thing is still... It matters. You're seeing it. Who's got the better general between us? I'm better in shock, they are better in fire, but I'm better in shock by 2. And there I'm taking some bad damage on dice rolls, but now I have reinforcements, so this is going to be complete trash. Yeah, you see that this does hurt when you are... when their advantage is so much better. Although if the rolls go in your favor, you still inflict more casualties, as you can see. Now we remove the general. The reinforcement stack won't have taken nearly as much damage. We're going to replace him. These guys don't have a general. And... Can I catch him, though? Yeah, I'll catch him, too. Yeah, we're off to a good start here. Without a general, it's really bad. Even a significantly advantaged nation is going to suffer heavily for getting caught without a general. Now, I do have some garbage over here I need to take care of. And yeah, that was a full-on stack wipe, so you can really see the power behind that. But yeah, now I'm going to go deal with all this stuff, because that's a sizable amount of stuff in my face here. Fortunately, they did not interrupt my coring of Ray. And the nice thing about an assault stack is even as I'm going to fight on many fronts, we are still making very heavy progress. And I'm going to pull these guys back into allied territory or friendly territory. And it's just so painful to the Ottomans to take this kind of hit, where I just constantly occupy their provinces. It's very costly to have that happen to you. And after giving it some thought, I want to grab like a line, like 3-province line, to get a port. It doesn't really matter which province, although it looks like my shortest distance traveling is Trebizond. And it's not huge tax either. I can go 3, 3, 4. Speaking of which, I can pick up admin efficiency here. So, this will reduce the cost of provinces by 25%, a quarter. And it opens a new idea group slot, but we have everything we really care about except for exploration, so that is next. Not that I'll actually take anything in that for a little while. Man, that's an unfortunate place for your forces to be there, Ottomans. Yeah, this should be insta-wipe. Ooh. Ooh. Looks like I'm not going to have the luxury of dealing with the stuff in my Eastern Theater just yet. Got a bunch of stuff in my face over there. And I do have some stuff in Ming to deal with any potential issues Ming has. I think I should be okay without it. I also have a fair amount of war score. Just because of actually winning battles to this point. Are you still running? No, they're not. And if I'm not mistaken, yeah, that's a mountain province. So I don't want to attack them there either. Actually, I really outnumber these guys. Can I catch them? 27. Yeah, I can catch them. No sense in letting them fight. Ah! No! I'm glad that I was able to react to that in time. It's always a drag when they hit you with that. So, in terms of manpower, onions are already a little thin there. The other thing is this isn't too big of a deal because I have a lot of provinces, so it won't really drive up my war exhaustion too much. And I think I do still want to kick these guys out. Like, the Golden Horde stuff is just not going to be that strong. Wow, they pathed into me, huh? I might not want to hang out in that province directly, in Antioch. Because as soon as the Ottomans finish their siege, they will probably come for me. If I go to Aleppo, I'll at least get a little cushion to react. Wow, they're already willing to give stuff up? How much? Yeah, they're not willing to give a fair offer. Oh! Well then. +2? It says clearly they'll reject it. That does not bode well for the Ottomans. That's really... That's not good for them. Because I'm going to start sending offers every month that they are apparently not interested in accepting. I think they're just going to keep boosting their stab back to 1. That or it's bugged and they don't lose stab when they're at 1. I don't know. Okay, Malacca is still a bit rough to convert. I can convert that, huh? That's Portuguese stuff. So now I can core Cape. Now, can Cape reach to this province, though? Not so sure. We shall see. But I might as well get this converted. How am I doing on Portuguese Patriot Rebel chance? It's not too high yet. So yeah, if I can get those converted, then they'll be a little bit less trolling on me. Well, somebody looks like they were causing some bruises over here. Let's get rid of the counter sieges. Alright, more claims on Persia, on Bhutan, who's Western. Everyone wants to be Western. Apparently I can still throw claims on Hassa, so we will do so. Oh, but I forgot to stab hit the Ottomans again. Oh, I'll do that when we get back. Yeah, there's the Portuguese Patriots. But I'm doing enough to draw their attention, so that's no surprise. Now here I am attacking the mountains, but I actually have the tactics advantage over in this theater. And so we will shatter them in short order. Or at least reasonably short order. Unfortunately, the Ottomans are... I don't want this too close. I'm gonna like ask for another corps back or something. Because I don't want them to, like, inadvertently accept it. Yeah, they're buying back stability over and over. That's fine, though. April 3rd, April 6th. Please don't chill out there forever. So, we are going to break the counter siege rather than engaging. I don't like that pathing, though. Do like so. Oh, well. I mean, if they're going to give me free hits, I'm going to take free hits. Yay! More stability. Ooh, I need tech, but I don't want that tech. Or maybe I do want that tech. No, the next colonial range tech is only plus 50 and it is level 15. Actually, we'll see on that one. We'll see. Take a quick look at the chat. Nothing. Nothing doing. They're gonna get caught by like me just trying to march in to attack them. So I'm gonna bring these guys back. They're replenishing numbers decently. And speaking of replenishing numbers, the assault stack needs to a little. So I will do that. Oh my gosh. Well, I'm captain either way, so... Come on now. None of that. None of that, please. Are they just going to move off this province right away? Yeah. And the best part about this is all that sieging that one stack did, and it's just gone now. Sorry, buddy. I really could split this stack. I'll start doing that when I get defensive. It's not as good right now. Because I won't be able to reinforce 40k fast enough. Now when you're in Russia, the attrition is really horrid, so that's something to bear in mind as well. Oh, actually, I can check on colonial range, can't I? Oh, 198, huh? And that's 425, and then to here it is... Oh, I might be able to reach that. I would imagine so. I colonize Africa a fair amount, so I have some gauge of the distances. And you can get to Cape at Diplo 3, although it requires... I think you need a colonial range advisor, or you need to colonize here first or something to reach there. So, but at Diplo 7, you can do it easily. And that's only 400 some range. So yeah. Should be fine. Oh, Iraq's in on that one. And the Ottomans are getting completely hosed here, thankfully. Really? That's incredible, the amount of Turkish patriots they're trying to hit me with here. I think actually I want to primarily focus on Mamluk corps for this go-around. And up here, I don't really need much in the way of giving stuff to Iraq this war. It's not really the goal. I can feed Iraq, and ultimately I will, but it's not top priority right now. And that is obnoxious because the Ottomans have stationed their forces there as well. So I'm just going to let them take that and counter-assault it or siege it or whatever. So that's going to be a bit much to deal with otherwise. Take it out. I couldn't care less. Oh yeah, that reminds me. I need to keep stab hitting them. I'm not used to doing this because it doesn't come up a lot. Give more stuff over. This is not a better deal than they expect. They're getting pretty close to being like impossible to stab hit because they'll just accept what I ask within the range. So I'm going to have to quit doing that. But yeah, might as well cause them a little extra damage. AI loves doing that to certain human players, so... Or at least I've seen complaints on the forum about it. So a little bit of payback is in order, even though they don't really do that to me a whole lot. But that's alright, I'll pay them back for other games. And yeah, we're just going to drive up war exhaustion a little more. Their war exhaustion is probably already pretty bad. High war enthusiasm. This is your idea of high war enthusiasm, huh, Ottomans? Nice prestige, too. And morale is not as big of a deal at this stage of the game as it is in the early game, but it still matters. And that's a 20 prestige swing because they're at negative 100. You get positive 10 at 100 prestige and negative 10 at negative 100. So I'm basically elanning them. And I have the boost from defensive, which they do not. They have gone more traditional discipline route. So this is pretty disgusting for them. They are at a big disadvantage. Now on the other hand, oh yeah, I can't do that yet. Syrian, Lebanon, huh? Lebanon is cores. Yeah, Mamluks could use their cores back. I get nothing for holding Jerusalem because I am not either Christian or Islamic, so there's no point in me holding that. Whereas Mamluks have cores on it. So, this is bad. Bet it is. Losing admin is never a good thing, unless it's the Ottomans losing it. But I would imagine that the Ottomans would be inclined to disagree with me anyway. Okay, so... maybe if I can like make them annul treaties with someone, like Tunis, they'll say no. But it's not a better deal than they can expect, so... I'm gonna cancel that and maybe do like an extra core return. And then toss in the money. Did I misclick that? I might have. I think I want a dogpile on this, because this is not... well, it's hills. But other than that, it's not defensive terrain. Okay, got our next province to convert. How long until Cape is converted? 1694 of January. This is pretty close, so we'll just do it. Man, stability really helps your conversion power. That's an extra 1% for going from +1 to +3. So that's pretty significant improvements. Alright, what are we doing? 15th and 17th? I would rather my general arrive on that scene first, so... or we could do it the exact same day. It's always a plus. Yeah, the AI is just not very good at like managing local superiority, because it has units where it could bring over here and really put up a fight with its better units, but instead it's got stuff over there unsieging Armenia, and the result is pretty obvious. They are going to get wrecked. Steel's better than they can expect. I'll go ahead and send it then. And they got stability +1. See, that went down and up before, and now it's not going down. So I think there's a bug associated with that. I think the UI is not consistently telling us the truth with regards to when they receive stab hits. Because sometimes it's working and other times it just isn't. Oh man, they got that nonsense again. Yeah, we'll just repel them. And again, take it off the damaged guys, or more damaged guys, put it on the less damaged guys, and we're just going to go raise more hell over there. That's alright, it's almost time for 100% demand anyway. In fact, it might be already. Although I don't want them getting that stuff unsieged, because I want some of that. And I think I have the overextension to take it. I certainly will after Cape finishes, which will only be one more year. Wow. Iraq's going in on him too. Are they trying to help there? Yeah, they're trying to help there. I'm not sure I'll make it. Oh, well, no. Apparently they thought better. Oh, they took out Armenia. You jerks. Armenia, you could have held out. Maybe they couldn't. Maybe it had been 5 years. That would not surprise me. Oh no, they're not ready for that kind of offer at all. What am I saying? Another return core, and steel is better than what they will expect. And will cause stability. Yeah, they got him that time. Nothing like a little extra sauce on their rebel heat, right? That forced march is annoying. Ah, come on. But this isn't multiplayer, where it actually matters that you don't have forced march. And yeah, this stuff is now... I can safely ignore that. And we shall just give over all the Mamluk stuff, because I'm not going to actually use return cores. I was just doing that to get enough, the right war score threshold to stab at them. See, this is a function of the AI being stubborn. And so we get to mess with them. Nothing like a little negative stab, eh, Ottomans? And that does have an impact on more than just rebels for them. So that's not insignificant overall. Oh yeah, Tunis. You've been getting your pants pulled down by Morocco. And actually, is there enough war score here to give something away? No. I mean, I wouldn't mind. I would not mind giving them something. No, I wasn't paying attention in there. Little 13 stack is probably going to run and beat down Ming for them. Yeah. That's lame. Alright, no big deal there. Not interrupting my missionaries or anything, so... Siege away, I suppose. am I doing on the Portuguese Patriots? We're getting closer to having them, unfortunately. This deal is better than they will expect. But I need to add a little to it. Is this still better than they will expect? No. Whee! Enjoy your internal conflicts. When did I start this war anyway? That I'm able to do this. Yeah, this is a 3-year war. So we're not doing badly at all here. Transfer. Well, they got a stack there. Maybe these guys can take a break just for a moment. We'll slap them on here and kick them back out so they don't unsiege us. And we can stop them, like so. They're not going anywhere. Not this time. And Ming just shattered to an adjacent province and isn't going to get wiped. That's great. Oh, that's mountains. Saruhan on October 17th. Okay, we got him. I'm attacking... Well, I'm going to take a couple negatives there, unfortunately. I'm basically winning on morale alone at this point. Oh yeah, don't forget. No. I don't want to accidentally... Okay, I think knocking him down to 2 stab is enough. And I'll just go ahead and let this battle finish. And that morale, though. They're out inflicting me in terms of casualties. It just doesn't matter. Okay, return home. We're going to switch our general back. Go, gadget teleporter. And I will see those watching on YouTube in the next part.